Is pre-sale season back? It could potentially be. We've seen two really successful pre-sales, and then we're actually coming right on into potentially a third that I wanted to talk to you about today. However, before we do get into that, I did just want to let you know that this is a sponsored video. They have paid me to talk about this, so I just want to make that very clear before we get into this. And then of course, obviously, you can make your own decisions. So far, the past performance of these pre-sales have done incredibly well, but that doesn't guarantee that they will continue to do well going on into the future. So I just wanted to kind of make that very clear before we get on into this video today. However, we have seen some pretty crazy things happen. So let's go on ahead and we'll take a quick look. We can see here BTC Bull. This is a video we did a video on a couple weeks back. We could see after launch rising almost 4x from launch to kind of the top. Obviously you can see we've come down a little bit here, sitting now at about still 2x, or I guess a little bit over 2x from where we were. So things looking really nice from that perspective. This launched at about 18 million in market cap, currently sitting at about 40 with a high of about 75 million in market cap. This is also coming after the one we talked about a little bit before that, which was Solaxy. That one did about 127% in 24 hours. Another really successful pre-sale. That one did about $67 million of total raised in the pre-sale. And so I want to talk about the next one that we have coming up today, which is Token 6900. This one, in my opinion, is probably my favorite of the three. I did like BTC Bull just because it was a meme coin that had some level of utility kind of related to Bitcoin itself, which I thought was actually pretty cool. You guys know, if you've been watching the channel, I love anything and everything to do with utility. But this one I feel like kind of plays up the most ridiculous parts of just meme culture in general, which I do find pretty entertaining. If you are interested, I do have the link in the description below. Even if you just want to check out the site, you're not looking to buy or anything, I would recommend checking it out. It is pretty funny. There's a lot of Easter eggs in here that are pretty entertaining. So as we can see here, we do have another pre-sale going. It's just barely started, only a couple of days ago. Already 322,000 raised. The next price increase comes after this one day until the price increases, or till we hit that next level of funding. So if you are interested, of course, there is kind of that benefit to getting in early as the price does increase the further down the line that it goes. Also, if you are looking to kind of earn some more as you're waiting, they do have the staking option. Staking option is currently 161%. Again, this staking option is purely just based on however many others stake, so you will get an advantage the earlier on that you buy and stake. Again, of course, if this is something that you're interested in, to be clear, pre-sales do have a very high level inherent risk, just because you're essentially paying for something that the market hasn't necessarily set a price on. And sometimes that can be a good thing. I mean, obviously, in the case of BTC Bull and Solaxy, you got in way early and then saw some really nice moves up after that. And sometimes it can be a bad thing if there isn't that secondary demand. This one with this, we can see getting some nice little sounds going on here too. But you could see here, that this is definitely playing off the SPX 6900, which is a token that is over $1 billion. If we go take a look here, we can see SPX here sitting at $1.5 billion. It is the 6th largest meme coin. So there definitely is some pretty strong brand association here. And you could see, kind of a couple of different things. You can see just the general site is pretty ridiculous, and it's got a lot of the meme nostalgia. You can see, the Christian mingle or whatever that is. You also got looks like a side screenshot of Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, a whole bunch of different stuff going in through here. So if you are interested, there is also the how to buy here. So if you're kind of looking or trying to figure out how to buy, it's pretty simple overall. Just go up, click you can either buy with crypto and connect a wallet, or you can buy with card, totally up to you. And then also you can see, let's scroll up to right here where you can see the tokenomics. So tokenomics, you can see 40% to Token 6900 marketing, 5% to staking rewards, 15% to vibe coding development, which is pretty funny, and then 10% to vibe liquidity, 24.9993%. Does anyone have a dolphin? have no idea what that means. I love the memes, but I also wish that maybe it would be a little bit clear about what that could be for. And then here we've got 5% rewards, airdrops, and burns, 0.0007% being the developer Moonbag, locked for 5 years. And yeah, I think that's it. So that's pretty much how the tokens are distributed. You can see token 6900 has one more token than SPX 6900 because we are 1x better. So do with that what you will, but I think that's kind of funny. So anyway, that's kind of what we've got here. You can see Dev keeps 6,900 tokens, and those are all locked for 5 years. So if you are interested, feel free to click the link in the description below. You can check it out. Again, like I said, interested or not, it's a pretty wild and it's a pretty silly website. So if you're looking for a little bit of a laugh or even just some of the nostalgia of the early internet, this is definitely a good one. So like I said, link in the description below if you are interested. Feel free to check it out. Huge appreciations to Token 6900 for sponsoring this video. It does, of course, help me continue to provide content on the channel, pay for my editors, do all that type of good stuff. So really do appreciate it. And also, if you found the information in this video useful, a like and a subscribe, of course, does really, really help me out. In addition to, if you have any comments, questions, thoughts, feelings, whatever, just drop those in the comment section below. And thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you in the next one.